The excitement surrounding the upcoming Clips album has been immense. The singles and interviews to come out of this rollout have led to a lot of engagement and discussion online, especially. Overall, it's been Pusha T who's been leading the way. He's let the world know how he feels about Travis Scott in his scathing GQ interview. There, he labeled his former good music label Mate Disloyal. He's doubled and even tripled down in subsequent sit-downs after dissing on him on wax. Additionally, the anticipation for Let God Sort Him Out has also revolved around the imminent release of Chains and Whips. The song will feature Kendrick Lamar, and his verse has had many chomping at the bit. A lot of that eagerness stems from Clips leaving their former label Def Jam over it due to its content. For Pusha T, he believed they didn't like the optics of him and Lamar, two of Drake's biggest enemies, teaming up on one song. Remember, Universal Music Group, who's been tied to the K-Dot and Drizzy beef, owns Def Jam.
Sir?
Yeah, they pinpointed a line where the phrase trump card was used, right? And so stupid. Like, it's like the phrase trump card was used, and they said that they didn't want any problem with Trump or something like that as well.
Unrelated to
Yeah, unrelated. Even unrelated. Yeah, totally unrelated.
Just a Trump.
Yeah.
A Trump.
Yeah.
So you felt like they were looking for something.
Of course, they were looking for
to halt the optics.
1,000%. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
A lot of people applauded Clips for buying themselves out to preserve their art. However, DJ Akademiks doesn't really have many positive things to say about how the duo has rolled out this album. In a clip from Akademiks' recent stream, he reacts to the Lamar verse that was reportedly leaked by those attending this private listening party in Paris. However, he's alleging that Clips wanted this to happen to generate more excitement. Moreover, while he does give Lamar his flowers, he admits that he was mostly excited for the potential Drake diss. He would have much rather been excited for Kobe in his prime than for some new bars for the boy. In the clip, he ultimately blames Pusha T for most of this. Throughout, he critiques how he's been promoting this record through suddenly having issues with Travis Scott, too.
What y'all feel about it? By the way, my fair critique of this verse, dope ass verse, right? Dope ass verse. You know, I think Kendrick usually does good verses. I only think it's slightly sad that the only time we're talking about, like, the excitement of this verse was to hear what he said about Drake. It's a good verse, but, like, if we're gonna be honest, the excitement of the verse is to hear what he said about Drake. And now I'm like, okay, I gotta, like, let's peel back the layers and go listen. And no, I wish the excitement was just, yo, this is Kobe in his prime. This is Kobe in his prime, and you're watching a masterwork, and that should be enough to get headlines, right? Or maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but I feel like the entire verse, again, he raps good, but I'm like, wait, where is he talking about Drake? And maybe I'm only saying that because I'm a huge Drake fan or whatever, but we heard about this verse while they were talking about the verse in an interview. And the whole premise was that it was like this super crazy verse that Universal had to stop, that it didn't destroy Drake. And I was just like, oh, wow, what could that be? And then we get to find out, it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good verse, but it's not really saying much about Drake. So now I'm like, okay. But it's W promo, right? I think the Clips, they're on a generational run of milking. And when I mean milking, pause. Like, all of this stuff for some type of promotion, like all these interviews that, you know, Pusha T interview, all these interviews he's doing, like, it, you know what's so funny? I never knew Pusha T had this much issue with people. like for a guy who's like reasonably quiet and sticks to himself, I never knew he had this much problems with people. Almost to the point that I was listening to him like almost like complain. That I'm almost like, yo, dude, the problem might be you.